intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Wilson. He's got his man. It's Williams. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Za'Darius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On first down, Love. Flushed out right. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. On 1st and 10, Love. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go, defense.
Back to throw. Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Willie Henry. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Looking to throw. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. We're scoreless after 1. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Wilson on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. From the 22, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he's going to go down again. Kenny Clark providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Jones. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. 2 And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33.
Looking to throw. Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. On fourth down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This is Freeman on first and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I'll go special! I'll go special! 18. Screen! Watch the screen! Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now it's Wilson. And he finds Stills, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. They'll run here with Freeman. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They come out here in the I. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Listen. Check. Check out. Go left. Hey, Mike 51. We ain't giving up.
He can run for it, and he will. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Off play action. Love. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Room here to run. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 20. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the 2nd half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Shane Ray in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. That one good for 24 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Again, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. There he goes again, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's complete. Stills. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on third down, Wilson. He may try and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll go again to Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running right, Jones. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Back to throw. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 4th down, Love. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, 0-0-0. Mike 51.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun.
Now it's the backup Cousins. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. Everyone got 4 down.
Wilson to throw.
You got that.
And Stills bringing it in. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Check, Lucky.
Lewis will get the handoff, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that